Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. It's Thursday, March 27th. We're at the end of the week. The heat map didn't even change over yet, so we'll see what happens with that, and I'll let you guys know. But all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice, so please do your due diligence. And here we go. There's our heat map about to change over. And let's see. There we go. Apple, NVIDIA, a little red. Google's up, Meta's down, and it's not looking too crazy. Let's see where they put the SPY at right now. And how is everybody this morning? I hope everyone's having a great morning. SPY's down like 31 cents. Let's see. It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great either. It's just kind of sitting right there flat. Let's see. Under the 20 over there. It doesn't look perfect, but we'll have to see what's going on right here. I wanted to stay in that channel, but it obviously didn't, and maybe we'll see some more dippage. We'll have to see as it opens up right now and starts moving a little bit more. We'll be able to tell, and we'll go through everything. So let's first go through our Jolie's jumpers real quick, and let's see what they're up to and what is popping this morning. So let's see what it is. ASST. Well, let's look at it. ASST, we had looked at that one before. Oh, man, our blue screen. So, yeah, we looked at this before when it was running up over here. I remember we were not looking at it recently, but that's okay. It ran up yesterday, and then it ran up a little more this morning, it looks like, at 74 to 92, but it's back to 68. So, there you go. That's a Jolie's jumper right there. And BGLC, let's see what you're up to real quick. And let's get BGLC BioNexus Gene Lab. It looks like it's running up. Is that today or was it yesterday? BGL, or wait, hold on. What am I writing? That's the wrong thing. That's not the right chart, I can tell. BGLC, that's the right chart right there. That looks normal. It did run up yesterday, 28 to 60. It closed at 44, and then this morning tried to run up a little bit, 44 up to 54, and it's down to 33.5. So that one did run up already. And let's look at DATS. This was running up the other day, and it's running. Let's see what it's doing right now. DATS. It's trying to make a base. It's going to get set up. It'll be another one to look at. 220 to 593 the other day. And it's at 370 now, 369. Yeah, just kind of hanging out right there, but it is getting set up. That's one to keep an eye on. DMN, we know we were watching this one today, and it probably is going to be jumping up, so keep an eye on DMN. And that is up a little bit. Oh, it just, I think, came down a hair, but it was just up. It's just down, bouncing around. But that one does look pretty good for this morning, DMN. So keep your eye on that today in that GDHG. Let's see, it's down 17 cents. It's up in the top. And let's see if it's going to stay up here. It's got that look like it doesn't know exactly what it wants to do. It wants to try to, but that could have been topped out. It is over to 200. You might come down. It's staying in here, so you may get a little more of a run-up on this GDHG right there. And GTech, we looked at this last night. Excuse me. It was already running up there. We couldn't tell on the FinViz. But here we go. Let's look at it. Yeah, you couldn't tell on there. But it ran up like crazy yesterday, and it continued this morning. Remember, I said to watch this thing. It closed yesterday at 241, and then this morning opened up at 236, and it got up to 244 right now. It's running around, and it looks like it's trying to go a little higher right there. So hit that resistance, and again, it popped up last night in the after hours. We already saw it. An hour loop right here, 24 cents, and it is up a little bit for hour. Let's see what hour this is going to be on. It was running up yesterday in the after hours. 158 to 234. It was at 227, and then all of a sudden it's at 228 today and pulling back. So it ran up in them after hours yesterday. It does look like it might try to pull back. We'll see. It doesn't look like it's going to get into the top with that look. Excuse me. Oh, man. Anyway, hour does not look like it's going to get in there. IBO, let's see what that's up to. That was in the top the other day. It's just pulling back, and it looks like it's trying to get moving again. So Watch this one. It's going to curl down like that and try to get into that MACD right there. It's not looking too bad. IBO, so I would keep an eye on that one right there. And let's see what LYT. This one was looking good last night. I remember we were looking at it. It was on the scanner. Up 5 cents right there. Pretty sure we said for the morning people, the 4 a.m.ers, they'll take a look at this. And there you go, 7 to 13 this morning. It's at 11. And there you go. That's a pretty one. So LYT. MIST. Let's see what this is doing right here. It's trying to curl up right there. And let's take a look at it. I know we had this on the list last night. It was moving 203 to 239. 239 to 242. It's at 217 right now. So it got into the mist, but it hit that resistance this morning. Remember, we were looking at this one as well. And it did move up there. So just another one from last night's show that was cruising. OCEA, let's look at that one. That one was moving yesterday. Let's see if it's doing anything just yet this morning right here. It looks like it is actually, and it's moving back up 9 cents to 13, and it's at 10 right now. What it close at? 9, right? And there you go. So that's where it opened, a little higher, and it's moving on up right there. So there we go with our ocean. It is trying to curl up. Looking a little better on our ocean, and it was moving. And VVPR just had some Vivo power yesterday and the last few days, to be honest with you. VVPR, and let's look at it. 232 to 550 yesterday, and today 417 up to 420. Took a smoke break and then came down to 380, and it's at 416 right now. And it's just chilling right there after its smoke break in the top. So there you go with your Jolie's jumpers. And thank you very much, Asian Jolie. What a good Jolie's jumper list right there. And we'll take a look and see what our laptop lowdowns are doing. And then let me know what you guys want to see real quick. We'll take a look at them. Good morning, David. Lucio, how are you? And OC. Yep, we just went over that, and we just went over it, and it's looking pretty good this morning. And Luis Rodriguez, how are you this morning? Look at SMCI, you're saying, huh? Let's see. It got into a nice bullish state. It looks like it's going to try to bounce off this support line right there. Maybe it pulls back a hair. Yeah, look at that bad boy. It does. It looks like it's trying to set up to get curled up there off that support, and you can see your 20 is going to come down. It's over to 50, so we'll have to see about that one. We'll watch that one today for sure. And let's go ahead and look at our laptop lowdowns and see what they're up to. BTOG, let's see, BTOG right here, Bit Origin, and it is pulling back a little bit. We were looking to see if it would hold itself up right there. And let's see if it is. It's still on that line, but it looks like it's curling down just a hair. It could pull itself up today, but it can't promise you. It needs to today, though, or it could pull back to try to set up. And let's see, what is this one? APYVO. Is that a, that could be an OTC, or let's see. Let me look. Oh, I just copied that. Are you kidding me? I hate when I do that. AP, now you guys see it. I always mess. I don't even know. It looks like it's two different stock tickers, and I can't figure out which two it is. Anyway, we'll have to come back to that, but it does look like two different ones. BTCT, this one we're definitely keeping an eye on too, and that's pulling back there. So let's see what BTCT is doing. Yeah, that's a good pullback yesterday, and right there onto that support line, it gets set back up. Look at it. And right under the 20 right there. And let's see. Yeah, it has a little more pullback. You can see it's going to hit that MACD and try to roll back off. So we have to keep an eye on that. And this green lane holdings right here, this is way down, and it's trying to roll back off. So I think this one could be a good opportunity coming up right here. You can see it was trying to move yesterday. Today it is just 28.5 cents, just hanging out right there. But that's going to be a good one coming up real soon. And HYFM, let's see. This is an ETF one that's Extractors Risk Managed USD High Yield Strategy, it says. And it looks like it's coming down, so I'm not so sure. We'll have to look at that one. And KD, them kind of ETFs that look like that, they're a little tougher too. They're almost like your OTCs. You can see what goes on, but it looks like it's going to be coming down at the moment. And KDLY, let's see right here. KDLY. And Kinley is hitting that 50. And let's see, it's got some support down here. It will get set up right there, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And 23andMe, they're going bankrupt, I think. I don't know if they're getting bought out. Potential buyers must agree to comply with privacy policy and applicable law. Yeah, I hope you never got your stuff taken with 23andMe, because who the hell knows who they're going to sell that company. You know, some China companies already bidding on that thing to get everybody in the U.S.'s DNA right there. So that's a crazy one. They should just burn that company right down. But yeah, here it is going into bankruptcy, 23andMe, and dipping down. We'll look and see if it wants to make a quick pop, though. That's for sure. They do like to do that, especially if they get sold. And some China companies already looking at it with some kind of U.S. LLC and all kinds of shit. So, you know that the government better be looking at that thing real closely for the sale of that company, which... yeah, we hope they are. At least this government has a clue what's going on. The last government, they would have just gave it to China. They'd have been like, oh, you want 23andMe? Here you go. I don't know if it's going to be important to anybody. It's everybody's DNA. MNDR, that one's definitely pulling back. That's a good low down right there, and we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see if this is making a move yet. It is trying to. MOVE. We know that. We are looking at it, and here you go. It's trying to make a move yesterday. Well, a 1 penny move and came down, so I guess not too much. And but we'll keep an eye on this. It has that resistance right there. It's going to have to get through that, as you can see at 221. It was close to it, and then it pulled back. So we'll look at move and MURA. Mural Oncology. That's a big old dip. We'll have to keep an eye on this one. MURA. Yeah, that's a really nice dip right there. So we'll keep an eye on that. And RSLS, Reshapes Life Sciences, is dipping down right here. Yes, it is. Just kind of pulling back a little bit. A nice low down right there. And USAR. And these are our laptop low down list. And look at that thing all the way down there. Let's see if it's trying to bounce back up anytime soon. Not yet. It doesn't look like USA Rare Earth right here, but definitely want to keep an eye on it. It looks like it was a shell company. It's a metals and mining or whatever. And it's way down there. It's one to keep an eye on right there. And VRPX. This one just recently split. Did not start moving yet. And let's see, there you go. It's trying to get curling off of that split, so we'll watch that. And ZYXI right here. And that one's making a pretty nice curl up, so look at that guy. That's trying to make that move. ZY, and obviously it'll bounce around as it curls up here, but you can see it trying to curl up. What's that hit up to? Because that was making a big old move the other day, and it was running up. It's just kind of flat right there. Yeah, it ran up a little yesterday, pulled back, and it's just a little flat as that's approaching the line. So keep an eye on that one, because that's a big old fish hook right there. ADP or APDN. That is actually down this morning, and we were looking at it last night. Remember, I was talking about it, and it had that look like we were talking, is it going to get through that MACD? And as soon as Trump started talking about tariffs yesterday, it changed that pattern right back to where they can bounce off. So any of them that crossed through in the last few days were safe, and anything that didn't get through, I don't know, we're going to have to reevaluate, because as soon as he said that yesterday, it went crazy. And so we'll have to take a look at it and see what's going on. But thank you. I think I just got to them all. I just clicked off. Hold on. I don't even know why I just did that. Did I just do them all, and yeah, that was all of them. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. But there you go. Thank you, Laptop Travel. Greatly appreciate that as well. And let's see the initial jobless claims this morning at 8:30, and the GDP at 8:32. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on that and some other stuff. I did tweet that out, and Laptop Travel just posted it again. So there you go. And let's see what else is going on here. WLGS. Let's see, what is that? WLGS. Wang and Lee Group. Let's see. Good old Wang and Lee. They are hanging out. I remember we looked at this like way back in the day on Laptop Travel List. Wang and Lee, just because I remembered his name. 31 down to 29. It's getting down here, so it's one to keep an eye on. We will keep an eye on good old Wang and Lee. Look at it, run looked like a shell company or something down there, and then started to spike up and came way down. And we'll just try to find where it wants to actually pop up there, Omar. So it doesn't look like it's necessarily ready at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on it and see what's up. And I know that thank you, Espresso. Well, I'll keep an eye on that TWOH. People seem to like it, but like I said, it was pulling back. Let's see. It's based out. Let's see what it's trying to do here. Again, I have to try to find some more charts where I can get these OTCers a little better, because I get them on here, and stock charts gets them, but I don't know if it'll have this one. Hold on. I'll even pull it up real quick. Let's see. We haven't used stock charts in a while. What was it? I think I looked it up the other day and it wasn't on here. TWOH. Yeah, I looked it up the other day on here and it wasn't on here. That's right. I know I did. Yeah, so I have to find something where I can get to them OTCs a little better. But that actually, I thought it was going to pull back a little more. It's holding its base up there. Again, you can't really tell, so I have really no clue. I wish I could tell you a little more, but yeah, them OTCers are just tough because there's not really that great of charting for them. So not that I have anyway, and you can see, I mean, that's what we have. And like FinViz stock charts, none of the big ones really even follow them that well with good charting. So I'll try to keep an eye on it for sure for you there, Espresso, and we'll see. I'll keep looking and see if we can find anything. BNZI, what's that one up to? I know we looked at this recently. It's not looking too bad right here. BNZI. Yeah, it's not looking bad. It should try to run up into this channel, and obviously it's going to hit in here and just bounce around, but it does appear to be getting set up right there. And so, yeah, there you go with them bad boys. Let me see what else is going on this morning. Let's see. Yeah, be smart out there today for sure, because who knows how it's going to go. Let's look at our SPY and our big caps and see what they look like. There you go. That's the heat map right there. And let's see, our SPY is down 53 cents and just kind of pulling back a little bit. I mean, it's not looking terrible. It's more flat than anything. Yeah, I mean, it's down, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't look terrible there. So we'll have to see. They have it, like I said, he's got it. Like, you just got to be careful because they're just manipulating it a whole lot right now while they're trying to do things. So everything's going to react right off of anything he says or they do, or, you know, so that's what you're paying attention to. Look at Apple pull back onto that support. Apple does not look too bad right there. And then you have its 20 up here. So Apple looks like it could try to get moving. And let's see, Amazon was looking good until yesterday. But let's see, excuse me. Oh, man, my allergies are killing me today. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, Amazon not looking too bad. It did pull back yesterday. It's just hanging out on that 20, and we'll have to see what direction they really want to go today. Look at it, just hanging out. Does it want to drop down, or does it want to pull it back up and get rolling again? So it's, you can't, like I said last night, they're very tough. Google's up 20 cents, and it's just hanging itself out right there. Doesn't look bad. I mean, look at it. It's trying to roll up there, but it's got the 20 right there. It did pull back under the channel, so they're keeping them manipulated perfectly so that they can control what they want to do. And you just have to be careful. Meta's pulling back. Look at this setup going on. I mean, if they're going to bounce off of here, they're going to get in this little channel and shoot up. But Meta's going to take off real soon, guys. Meta looks really good right there. And Microsoft right here. Not looking bad, sitting on that 20 right there, and it looks like it does want to crawl up, so we'll keep an eye on it. Microsoft doesn't look so bad right there. I can't say that it does. Nvidia was pulling back. It's down a little more, and Nvidia could pull back a little bit more right there and then roll off that MACD. So yeah, they're not looking terrible, guys. I mean, this one did drop down, but look at it. It doesn't look terrible. I don't think it's coming through. So you're pretty good right there. And Tesla this morning is up 290 in the channel, and it looks like it wants to crawl up and go crazy right there. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me, guys. So I think Tesla's looking good right there, I have to say. So I would keep an eye on our Tesla because it doesn't look bad. Obviously, you're watching if it comes down into the 250s, but there you go with Tesla. And AMC, let's look at these guys real quick. That was down just a hair right there. Let me see. Yeah, just kind of pulling back, but it was setting up. It's in a good spot, so let's see what it wants to do and when it wants to get ready to get blasted off. We know GameStop was way up, and now it was hitting that resistance now. And it will get set back up, so just let it. But it jumped up yesterday, and it made that resistance right there. That's why I do like I said, I do like the FinViz, especially now they draw in these trend lines for you. Before, I used to be able to see them perfectly. I don't know, since the brain injury, I don't see them trend lines as well, but I see other things. So just kind of different, to be honest with you. But I do like that they have them, but I don't necessarily need them because that's why I look at two charts, because I don't want them on the one. I like to see where it's just set up real quick and then what it's really going to be doing. So that's why I do love that. And if FinViz said they're going to try to get this thing right in the next month or so, that would be amazing if all the charts are lined up and running from 4 a.m. and just like in sync with this. Oh, man, it's going to be a beauty. So, you know, I've been trying to get it done for them. I'm trying to help them get it done. And they seem to be, I guess, on the right path, they told me. So that's good. And here you go with GameStop. But, yeah, pulling back, setting up, not looking bad right there. And let's see what Chewy is up to. That was looking pretty good the other day. Look at it. It's going to bounce off this support line right there. It looks like just watch for any pullback. And that is yesterday. It was jumping up there. So let's see. It doesn't look like it's doing anything yet this morning, just kind of hanging out. So we'll keep an eye on that. And that Unity wasn't looking too bad, was it? I forget. Let me see it. Wait, hold on. The 20's coming down. It's going to get pushed down a little bit. It was trying to set up. I remember I was looking at it saying yesterday, we have to see what it wants to do if it can stay up there. Push down. I think Unity might just have to get set up just a little bit, but that one's going to be a good one too. So a lot of good setups happening again and again. They're just like with the snap of a finger, just controlling the market like crazy. And let's see Netflix right here. Let's take a look at it and see. Just pulled back a little bit, but nothing crazy. I mean, yeah, it's nothing bad. It's sitting on that 50. Even if it comes back into this channel, guys, Netflix, like I said, you're going to see that, you're going to see it get up there, but it did draw this line. It does have some resistance now, so it's going to get through that and try to bounce off. So, or it's going to have a bigger setup period. You can see it was trying to curl up faster, and now you got this big old setup period for Netflix. So interesting right there. And we will keep an eye on Netflix as usual. And like I said, it just kind of set up for a longer setup, but it was looking good. That AVGO looks like it is trying to go flat right there. I know it was pulling back. It is trying to flatten out, but it's not showing you that it really wants to get rolling. It could pull back a little bit more. I'll have to look at that one. Let's look at the rest of these semiconductors right here. MU pulling back a little bit. And looks like it is trying to be. I mean, they are. They're just, it's a crazy look right here. They look like they want to fall down, and all of a sudden they stop, and then they dip. So yeah, we have to just keep an eye on it. As soon as he said tariffs yesterday, it went crazy again, and the whole market started to change around. It was looking perfect, and we should have known it was too good to be true. And that TSM is dipping down, but again, not looking terrible. It's trying to get set up. Look at it, guys. So pull back yesterday and today a little bit, but doesn't look too bad right there. And we did look at that SMCI, but let's look at it again, because another one pulled back right there and doesn't look terrible. So And you can see on, let me type it in right, SMCI. You can see right there it tried to curl through and it bounced down. So we got that look. The minute he talked about tariffs right there, you got that pullback. So that's what we were talking about last night. But again, it doesn't look terrible. I don't think they're going to go through this resistance. So what are we at? Like the end of the month? And it's supposed to take effect on April 2nd or whatever. So, yeah, he could be like, oh, yeah, we're going to stop that. And I'm telling you, they're just keeping the market where they need to keep it. So you got to try. That's what we're going to kind of look at more or less right now. Where's the market need to be? And think about what Trump's trying to his game plan, and then we got to try to attack it like that, because even the charts, I mean, you can tell what's going on, obviously, but and some of them you can, but these big caps, you really got to know what the news is doing. Sorry, excuse me, I'm telling you, my allergies are killing me. AMD, that was popping up. Now it's coming back down into that channel right there, and it did hit that resistance, and it's going to get set back up. We ran that up right there, but it is coming back down. And how about QCOM right here? That's coming back down 79 cents to get set back up. So that's what they look like right there. And good old Intel, INTC pulling back a little bit, and again hitting that line. Doesn't look terrible. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, it doesn't look bad, and it is crossing down a hair, so it could get in this channel. We'll see. We'll see if it wants to stay up over that 20 or if it comes down under the 50, because if it does, then it may really come down for Intel, but you can't even tell what it wants to do. And again, they just it's just reactions from whatever happens and whatever Trump says about tariffs. PayPal right here pulling back at the moment, PYPL, but just trying to get set up off that 20 and roll back off. So they run up, they come back down, and they were supposed to run up a little bit more the other day. They looked like it, but then immediately it was like, oh, we can't run up too high, so let's say tariffs, and then boom, they come right back down. Then they'll take them off the table, and you know all that. So Sophie or PLTR, Palantir, pulling back just a hair, but nothing crazy right there. And another one got reset up right there, so it has a little more of a setup period. And Sophie's just bouncing around that channel, pulling back. We were looking at that. Let's see what Mara and Riot are doing. Hitting that resistance right there and just taking its time to get set up. Look at it. It's in the channel. It should stay in there and just keep setting up. Riot right here is just hanging out, getting set up. Like they're just, keeping them where they need to keep them. We don't have to worry about a recession. They're not letting it get into that territory. And then they're just making a crank up and down and trying to get the rates figured out. So that's what you see. And until they get the rates figured out, we're probably going to see this jumping around like this. So that's what we're looking at right now. That's Riot and CleanSpark, CLSK. Same look right there. MicroStrategy right here is down 331, and maybe it pulls into this channel, but getting super set up. And again, it was trying to blast off, but they're not ready just yet, and not when Trump says tariffs yesterday. So that's what you're looking at right there on strategy. And speaking of crypto and strategy, we'll go through our crypto real quick and see what's going on. So Bitcoin is at 87,105. So it is up, I think, a little bit from last night. Solana's at 138.11. I think that's like right around the same. Ethereum's at 2,025. It was like right there. And Chainlink's at 1562, and HBAR's at 19 cents. Ripple's at 236. It was somewhere around there. And Cardano's at 73, and it was somewhere right around there as well. So that's what our crypto is looking like. Let's pull up the chart for Bitcoin and just take a quick look and see what it's doing. But they are just kind of bouncing in this channel. Look at it. So we have to see what they want to do. We need these to start curling up for it to actually start moving. So I think they will. They're just taking their time, and like I said, just super manipulated right now. And for reasoning, look at this right here. They're going to have it jumping around in the channel for Solana. ETHUSD, There we go. And it's hitting the 20, and we should see it start to roll up a little bit and then come back down. So that's what you're looking at right there. And I wanted to look at Ripple real quick at XRP-USD right there. And let's see, there you go. And again, just ripping in this channel right here, and it wants to roll off. So you want to see Ripple try to run back up real quick. So keep an eye on that. And Cardano was, oh, what am I doing? ADA-USD. That's better right there. That might work. Where is it? Holy cow. Where's the Coinbase? There it is. And that's in the channel, and like I said, it should curl right back up and try to run around. So there you go with your crypto report, and there you are with them bad boys. And let's see what else is going on here. And look at that, Mag 7 is pretty red right now, NVIDIA is down, Tesla's up, and Apple's even down. So that's what we're looking at right now. Let's see what's going on over here. LYT is up. We were looking at last night. OCEA is also up, and we've known about that one. We've been on point, and it is running up there this morning as well. So make sure you trade that one smart. GTI, that's a Volkswagen, and that is trying to zoom up there. GraphJet technology. It's not really Volkswagen. They just have a Volkswagen GTI. And so, yeah, that one's trying to cruise on up. We'll have to keep an eye on the GTI. And, yeah, it's not looking bad jumping into that channel right there. And Damien, we looked at that. We knew. And G-Tech, we knew to keep an eye on that. ONCO, we knew about that one as well. MPTPI is down a little bit. Neo was pulling back. ASST was on the Joey's jumpers. TNON, let's see. Is it trying to roll back up here? Not yet. I'll look at that today. It's just kind of flat. I can tell right there. VVPR is running back up a little. We've known about that. And DGLY is trying to set up down here. So keep an eye on that one. And this BON is up 4% and not looking bad. Let's look at it because that one might be one to keep an eye on. Yeah, look at this thing trying to get curled up right here. BON. So yeah, this one could get into a bonfire soon and start blowing up. So keep an eye on that one. And let's see what's going on over on this Mullen. Let's look at Mullen. This one's a crazy one, guys. I'm telling you. And let's see, does it want to get rolling? I mean, it ran up the other day. We know that. And I was surprised they didn't have an offering right at why it was running up. But yeah, maybe it tries to. I don't know. Beware of Mullen, guys. I mean, we talk about it and showed you all the splits before. It is a wild one for sure, and that's what you're looking at. Not a whole lot, so I think we're looking at them reports today to see what's going on. That's what it appears like, I guess. They are just kind of sitting around, and all of these we looked at. TDTH, if I could read, is running up there, but hitting that resistance. And GTI, we just looked at TNON. Like I said, it looked kind of flat. Let's see. We'll look at it. Yeah, it's trying to flatten out right there, so we might get another run up on it. Let's look at it live right there. And exactly, just a little bit flat, but trying to curl back up, so we'll keep an eye on that. We know about all these guys right there, so there we go with that. Nothing else. And Widest Trade Expert says the U.S. economy will stall next quarter, and Apple's investment claims are inflated. And then Trump and Canada, EU face far larger tariffs if they ally against the U.S., and stock futures are little changed as investors weigh Trump's auto tariffs. And European stock futures drop as Trump saps risk, and can't even read today. Das Auto caught in the tariff crosshairs, whoever they are. I have no idea who that company is, but there you go with them. And that's what we're looking at right now. Let me see what else is going on here. AGRO. Let me take a quick look at that one, up 76 cents. That is running up. Keep an eye on that, guys. That's a nice little runner right there and has momentum, so keep an eye on AGRO. And that LYT is up 100%. We definitely looked at that. And G-Tech and also that TDTH, we just looked at it, but there you go. And that IMTE has still been running up from the other day. Look at it. It ran up yesterday. I forgot. And it's trying to move, I think, again today right there. So this thing's been a beast running up there. Look at it. It's trying to run up into the top right now. So keep an eye on that one as well. And that GDHG, what is that doing right at the moment? I know it was running up, down 6 cents, and it doesn't even look terrible. It's still in the top, so it's trying to maintain itself right there. And the Lion, let's look at that one, because that was moving yesterday, and that's also looking really good, guys. So keep an eye on the Lion right there. And again, it's trying to cross up there, and I mean, it's running up, but I don't know if it's going to get through that 20. I bet the tariffs didn't help this one, and that's a capital market in China, but it does look pretty good at the moment to run up a little bit more. And that OCEA, we looked at it a few times, and it is up this morning, and it's trying to cruise up a little bit higher. So make sure that you're locking in profits on the way up. It might not get all the way up there to 17, so it's trying to push. You can see it got up to, what, 13 and 13 today, so, and yesterday, so we can keep an eye on that. It's going to be moving. We know it, but make sure you're locking on profits. Again, you can't tell where the points are. You have no idea. Maybe they get to the 50. Sometimes they don't even get that high, so you just got to trade them smart. Lock in profits on the way up is all you can really do. And what's going on with Meta? Oh, man, Meta you bought yesterday. And that's a big, it'll get set up down here at that 600 would have been a much better buy price. You could have waited a little bit as it's pulling back right there. So it is getting set up though, don't get me wrong. But yeah, you could even have a little more pullback into the 6, and it could even get into this channel under 6, but I don't know if it's going to do that. It looks like it might stick at 6. So it will be getting set up, though. It looks pretty good. And they do dip. I mean, sometimes when he talks about tariffs, you get a nice dip and rip look. So they could pull back. But again, it will get set up fairly soon for that one. And there you go with them bad boys. And let's see what else is going on over here. Anyone wants to see anything, let me see. APDN. Yeah, they had their news yesterday, and again, we were talking about it last night, not being able to cross through. It's hitting that line right there. Look at it. There's our nice blue screen. And APDN hitting that line right there. We'll see. It's just flat. It's going to have to get some volume to get through there today, and it doesn't have much at the moment, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. If it does pull back, it pulls back. You get another little dip action, and then it'll rip back up. So that's what you'll be looking at. And again, nothing too crazy right there. And it did just reverse split, so you're not worrying about it pulling that on you, so that's a good thing. And there you go right there. And let's see, like I said, it's a little red. Microsoft is trying to do something, but nothing too crazy. SPY's down 43 cents. And it doesn't look terrible, guys. Like I said, it could even try to curl out. You can't, like, it almost looks like it could go either way still. And that's almost every morning practically, especially when they start talking tariffs. Look at it. It's at 568.47. It got up to 569. It came down to 567, and it's at 568.20. So it's just sitting there, and it looks like it's trying to curl up. It's just hitting that 20 now. It was in the channel, which was a much better spot, so we needed to get in there and roll. And I kind of feel like they want it. They don't really want it back down here, because then it starts hitting down. It has to come back down here, and that's where you can trigger your stop losses into a recession. So I think they're trying to keep it up in this channel. But again, he knows you don't want it to run up too high too fast because you don't have enough time. So you got to really maintain it. And they make them kind of run flat as they just kind of stair step up, stair step down, stair step up. So that's the market we're looking at. And again, they have an agenda that they're trying to achieve, and it is trying to fix the country. So I guess we kind of have to bear with the administration at the moment because they are trying to fix things, and it was a disaster. Like I say, I think it was way more of a disaster than they ever expected when they got in there and actually started to look at numbers and what was really going on. I don't even think anyone ever even knew what the hell was going on. So I think this might be the first time they actually kind of have an idea. And that LYT is up there running through the 20 looking good, and we were looking at that bad boy. So there you go. And what else? Let's look at BHAT real quick. Is that doing anything? Up 7 cents. We were looking at it last night, seeing if it wants to bottom, and it could try to roll go up. So keep an eye on this B hat right here. It could be a good one right there. I know the Godfather that does the small cap show, he had mentioned it last night. That's why I threw it on this list. He had a bunch of fundamentals about it and saying, and he knows his fundamentals. And like I said, it looks like it's trying to base out here and possibly trying to curl up for a little bit of a run. So we will keep an eye on good old B hat right there. And we looked at Mist, and that was moving up. KAVL, keep an eye on this thing. It's got that look right there. Look at it. KAVL right there. That grabbed my attention last night. I saw that. And what else is going on right here? Logic Mark, what's that up to? Down just a hair, but that's trying to get set up. And this HKPD, let's see what that's doing real quick. And then we'll wrap it up right there. HKPD just sitting right there, not looking too bad. And what was that? AQB1, was that up? That's down a little bit. It's just trying to cruise around right there, it looks like. AQB. And there you go. It's just kind of sitting right there. So that's what you're looking like this morning for your pre-market. I'd say that's a pretty good pre-market review. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it, as always. And let me know what you guys are looking at today. I'll keep you posted on the market. You guys know that. And we'll see what wants to get popping today. But I think we already knew. LYT to G-Tech. I mean, if you listened to the show last night and you were up early this morning, you hit the poppers, let's put it that way. So you'll do it every single day. And there you are, everybody. That's a good pre-market review, getting through everything. We did our crypto, our laptop lowdowns, our Jolie's jumpers, our SPY, and our big caps, and answered some messages. So that's what we're looking at. And all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And thank you, everybody, as always, for tuning in, hanging out, and let me know if you have any questions. Shoot me a DM. And of course, if you don't follow along, follow on X and YouTube and all that good stuff. And we're always doing the shows every morning 7 a.m. and every night at 9 p.m. So hang out and see what the market's doing, because that's what we do. We find the poppers, we know what's happening, and we nail them. So have a great day, everybody, and be sure to trade smart and lock in those profits. Could be a little choppy, and as you can see, so I will keep you posted. So goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.